Leaders cutting across party lines express grave concern at the Hyderabad rape case in both houses of parliament. Condemning the incident, Rajya Sabha chairman says no mercy should be given to rapists. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says the case has brought shame to the entire nation. Rain fury in Tamil Nadu, the death toll rises to 22, red alert in 6 districts. Educational institutions closed, control rooms open for people in distress to seek help. King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden on state visit to India. Prime Minister Modi received the Swedish king. The India-Sweden high-level dialogue on innovation policy and exchange of agreements on the cards. King and Queen also to meet President Ramnath Kovind. Campaign for the second phase of election in full swing. The BJP president addresses rally in Chakradharpur. Congress's Rahul Gandhi addresses a rally in Simdega in Jharkhand. Mission Indradhanush 2.0 begins from today. The government's flagship scheme is aimed at immunizing children under the age of 2 years and pregnant women. In international news, in Hong Kong, after relative calm for past 1 week since local elections, thousands protest followed by a march to the US consulate, apparently to show gratitude for the US support for the demonstrations. The police used tear gas and several arrested. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. Our top story: the Rajya Sabha today discussed the Hyderabad gang rape case. Expressing anguish and anger over the incident, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu said what is required is not a new bill but political will, administrative skill and change of the mindset to root out the social evil.
What is required is not a new bill. What is required is political will, administrative skill, and then change of mindset, and then go for the kill of the social evil. In that direction we must all move in the entire country. I was just going through Constitution before I conclude. The Constitution, the other day we all talked about spreading awareness about fundamental duties of citizens. These duties include to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of woman. So here all mediums of communication, education system, and also the social media, and also cinema, I'm coming to cinemas, social media, cinema, this pornography being spread and encouraged and being silently supported by the concerned, not taking action against such activities. These are all issues on which we, entire country as a whole, all states, all political parties must pay our attention and see to it that we create awareness.
Speaking in the Lok Sabha, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has assured that the government is open to making changes in the existing laws to make them more stringent if required.
हैदराबाद की जो एक घटना घटित हुई है, मैं समझता हूं कि इससे बड़ा और कोई दूसरा अमानवीय कृत्य नहीं हो सकता। और अध्यक्ष महोदय, सचमुच जैसा सभी माननीय सदस्यों ने कहा है, यह सारा देश इस घटना को लेकर शर्मसार हुआ है, सभी आहत हुए हैं। और मैं देख रहा हूं कि सदन में चाहे किसी भी दल से संबंधित हमारे सदस्य हों, सबने इस घटना की जहां भर्त्सना की है, वहीं पर यह भी अपेक्षा की है कि इसमें जो भी अपराधी है उसे कठोर से कठोर दंड दिया जाना चाहिए। और आप भी जानते हैं अध्यक्ष महोदय कि जब निर्भया कांड हुआ था, तो निर्भया कांड के बाद एक कठोर कानून बना था और लोगों ने उस समय यह मान लिया था कि शायद इस घटनाओं में काफी हद तक कमी आएगी। लेकिन उसके बाद भी उसी प्रकार के जो जघन्य कृत्य हो रहे हैं, तो इस संबंध में मैं कहना चाहूंगा अध्यक्ष महोदय कि सदन में यदि आप चर्चा कराना चाहते हो तो हमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं होगी। सारे सदन की भावनाओं को देखकर इस प्रकार की घटना के लिए जो भी जिम्मेदार है, जो भी अपराधी हैं, उनके खिलाफ कठोरतम कार्रवाई करने के लिए जो भी प्राविजन करना होगा, यह सरकार वह प्राविजन करने को तैयार है। लेकिन ये आपके ऊपर अध्यक्ष महोदय निर्भर करता है कि आप चर्चा कराना चाहते हैं, चर्चा कराइए, तो सुझाव सदन के आने दीजिए। किसी भी सूरत में अध्यक्ष महोदय सचमुच मैं यह कहना चाहता हूं, मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है कि जिन शब्दों के माध्यम से इस घटना की मैं भर्त्सना करूं। हम सभी आहत हैं, इसलिए मैं आपके ऊपर छोड़ता हूं कि आप सभी सदस्यों की भावनाओं से अवगत हुए हैं। आप यह फैसला करें, चर्चा कराना चाहते हो तो चर्चा कराएं, और जिस भी प्रकार का कठोर कानून बनाने पर सहमति बनेगी, हम उस प्रकार का कानून बनाने को तैयार हैं।
The MPs cutting across party lines in one voice condemned the Hyderabad gang rape and murder case. In the Lok Sabha, Speaker Om Birla said that such heinous crimes leave the members of the House hurt and concerned. He also said that stringent laws can be framed and the House can work on it if needed.
ऐसी घटनाएं, ऐसे अपराध हम सबको चिंतित भी करते हैं और आहत भी करते हैं, और भारत की संसद ऐसी घटनाओं को लेकर हमेशा चिंतित रही है, और सरकार ने भी इस विषय पर सभी राज्यों में और देश के अंदर भी किसी भी हिस्से में घटी घटना पर कठोर कार्रवाई हो, ऐसा सदन को अवगत कराया है।
Minister of State for Home Affairs G. Kishan Reddy said that he met with the senior officials who are investigating the sexual assault murder case in Hyderabad. He said a fast-track court will ensure swift justice in the case.
लगातार मैं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से संपर्क रखा हूँ, पुलिस से बातचीत किया हूँ, और उस दोषी थे 4 लोग, उस व्यक्तियों को अरेस्ट भी हो गया। मैं उनके परिवार से मिला हूँ, उनका पिताजी माताजी से बहन से भी मिला हूँ, पुलिस अधिकारियों डीजीपी कमिश्नर से भी मिला हूँ, और पूरे रिपोर्ट भी दिया है। जितना जल्दी हो सकते हो उतना सज़ा मिले, उसके लिए फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट का भी व्यवस्था किया है। सेपरेट कोर्ट में इस केस का सेपरेट प्रोसिक्यूट होगा, जल्दी से जल्दी सज़ा मिलना चाहिए। इसके लिए स्टेट गवर्नमेंट पूरा तैयार कर रहे, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा जो भी हम हेल्प चाहिए पूरे देने को हम तैयार है।
And protests continue in Hyderabad demanding justice to the family of the victim. People thronged the streets to protest the heinous crime, demanding strict action against the culprits. The Telangana state government meanwhile has decided to set up a fast-track court to deal with the veterinary doctor's gang rape and murder case. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has directed officials to take measures to set up a fast-track court. Expressing anguish and terming the incident as inhuman, he announced that the government will extend all the necessary support to the victim's family. In another development, the District Bar Association has decided to not represent the 4 accused in the rape and murder of the woman. Meanwhile, in the national capital Delhi, women and students organizations protested at Jantar Mantar on the issue of crime against women in the country. On to our next big story. In a major rain-related incident in Tamil Nadu, at least 17 people, including 10 women, were killed when a wall collapsed on a row of houses in a village in Metupalayam on Monday. The 15-foot-tall private compound wall, totally wet due to heavy rains lashing the area for the past few days, fell on the adjoining tile roof houses in Nadur village around 5 in the morning, burying alive the inmates who were in their sleep. Chief Minister E.K. Palanisamy condoled the demise and announced a relief of 4 lakh rupees each to their families from the State Disaster Relief Fund. And elsewhere, heavy rains lashed several parts of Tamil Nadu, including capital Chennai. A red alert has been sounded for 6 districts, even as the rain-related death toll has gone up to 20. Tiruvallur, Vellore, Tiruvannamalai, Thoothukudi, Ramanathapuram and Tirunelveli districts in Tamil Nadu are expected to receive extremely heavy rainfall today. The heavy rain has resulted in the waterlogging in several suburban areas of Chennai, including Pallavaram, Tambaram, Nanmangalam and Selayur. The rain has partially submerged more than 100 houses in the outskirts of the city. A flood alert has also been issued to people living on the banks of River Bhavani. In western Tamil Nadu, as a dam built across it has surplused in the wake of rains in catchment areas. Around 1,000 people have been evacuated from the flood-hit houses. People have also been moved to temporary relief camps. And due to a new low-pressure area emerging in Lakshadweep, storms could occur in the southeastern Arabian Sea. And for that, fishermen have been advised to not venture into the sea for the next few days. Moving on now, King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden arrived in New Delhi on a 5-day visit to India aimed at strengthening bilateral ties. King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden visited the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Both the King and Queen of Sweden were received by President Ramnath Kovind and the First Lady at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. King Carl XVI Gustaf was accorded the Guard of Honor at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. It is King Gustaf's third visit to India. The King is leading a high-level business delegation from his country. Several documents on furthering bilateral engagement are likely to be signed. The ties between India and Sweden have been on an upward trajectory in the last few years. The bilateral trade volume was $3.37 billion in 2018. The bilateral relations between India and Sweden are friendly and based on principles of democracy and transparency, right to freedom and the rule of law. Regular interactions in political, business, scientific and academic spheres have provided dynamism to the bilateral ties between India and Sweden. And speaking with the media, the King of Sweden said he is very hopeful from this visit to India.
We are looking forward to discuss interest of common interest and like industry, like development in energy, environment questions, and even I hope, which is my subject, discussing about forestry, also very interesting for the climate situation in the future. So there are many interesting issues which we are going to discuss during these days. I'm looking forward very much. So I think it will be a very fruitful visit.
And Prime Minister Modi met the visiting Swedish royal couple in Hyderabad House in New Delhi today. King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia are on a 5-day state visit to India that ends on the 6th of this month. The royal couple have already met with the External Affairs Minister Dr. S.J. Shankar in the morning. This is King Carl XVI's third visit to India, having earlier visited the country in 1993 and 2005.
रिसर्च एंड इनोवेशन, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी किसी भी राष्ट्र के सशक्तिकरण के बेसिक टूल होते हैं। इसलिए भारत साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इकोसिस्टम को और शक्तिशाली बनाने पर निरंतर काम कर रहा है। बीते कुछ वर्षों से जो कदम हमने उठाए हैं, उससे भारत ने इनोवेशन की दुनिया में अपनी स्थिति मजबूत की है। हमारे इन्हीं प्रयासों का परिणाम है कि बीते 3 साल में ग्लोबल इनोवेशन इंडेक्स में हम 81 से 52वें रैंक पर पहुंच गए हैं। आज भारत दुनिया का तीसरा सबसे सक्सेसफुल स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम बन चुका है। फ्रेंड्स, भारत में इनोवेशन सिस्टम को हम प्रोसेस ड्रिवन बनाने के बजाय पर्पस ड्रिवन बना रहे हैं। हमारा ध्यान अफोर्डेबिलिटी और एक्सेसिबिलिटी पर है। साइंस, इनोवेशन और टेक्नोलॉजी का योगदान मेक इन इंडिया, डिजिटल इंडिया, क्लीन इंडिया, स्मार्ट सिटी जैसे अनेक नेशनल मिशंस को मिल रहा है। हाल ही में हमने साइबर फिजिकल सिस्टम, एडवांस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट और साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ योगा एंड मेडिटेशन के लिए भी नेशनल मिशंस की शुरुआत की है। भारत में इनोवेशन टेम्परामेंट और मजबूत हो, इसके लिए हमारी सरकार ने कई अप्रोच के साथ नई योजनाएं शुरू की हैं और बच्चों तथा किशोरों पर फोकस किया है।
Prime Minister Modi and the Swedish King launched the India-Sweden high-level dialogue on innovation policy in the national capital. And addressing the dialogue, Prime Minister Modi outlined the government's initiatives to promote innovation. Also, Prime Minister Modi listed out how government is promoting startup culture in the country.
स्टार्टअप इंडिया अभियान भारत में यूनिकॉर्न्स के निर्माण के लिए नए पावरफुल इंजन के रूप में काम कर रहा है। इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी प्रोटेक्शन से लेकर टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए फंडिंग और टैक्स में छूट से स्टार्टअप्स के लिए आगे बढ़ना और आसान हुआ है। स्टार्टअप्स की फंडिंग के लिए भारत सरकार ने $100 मिलियन का एक फंड ऑफ फंड्स बनाया है। बीते 5 वर्ष में 40,000 से अधिक स्टार्टअप्स नर्चर किए गए हैं, जिसमें 31 यूनिकॉर्न स्टार्टअप स्टेटस हासिल कर चुके हैं। इन स्टार्टअप्स की कंबाइंड वैल्यू आज $130 बिलियन से ज़्यादा है। इनोवेशन के क्षेत्र में भारत के अनुभव, भारत की सफलता हमारे साथी देशों और पूरी मानवता के लिए हितकारी है। भारत जितना दूसरे देशों से सीखने के लिए तत्पर है, उतनी ही खुशी उसे अन्य देशों की मदद करके होती है। शेयर्ड प्रैक्टिस से शेयर्ड सक्सेस और इससे शेयर्ड प्रॉस्पेरिटी अन्य देशों के साथ भारत के संबंधों को और मजबूत करते हैं। हम स्वीडन के साथ इनोवेशन के क्षेत्र में अपने सहयोग को बहुत महत्व देते हैं। मैं इस डायलॉग की सफलता के लिए दोनों देशों की टीम को धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं कामना करता हूं कि आज की यह पहल हमारे सहयोग को और आगे ले जाने में अहम भूमिका अदा करेगी।
Moving on now, the intensified mission Indradhanush 2.0 has been launched to focus on 272 districts of 27 states and 652 blocks of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar among hard-to-reach and tribal population. The program aims to escalate efforts to achieve the goal of attaining 90% national immunization coverage across India. The intensified mission Indradhanush immunization drive will consist of 4 rounds of immunization. The program will be completed by March next year. And moving on now to news from poll-bound Jharkhand. BJP National President Amit Shah addressed a public rally at the Railway High School ground at Chakradhanpur in Jharkhand. He said every vote counts as he appealed to people to vote for the BJP. He also said that the Modi government at the centre and the Raghubar Das-led government in the state has taken significant steps to get rid of the menace of Naxalism. Amit Shah also took a jibe at the Congress and the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, saying that the formation of the new state of Jharkhand was opposed by them.
नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार और रघुवर सरकार ने झारखंड के अंदर से नक्सलवाद को उखाड़ कर फेंक कर यहां विकास का रास्ता प्रशस्त करने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किया। और दूसरी ओर कौन है? कांग्रेस और हेमंत सोरेन जी। मैं श्री हेमंत सोरेन जी को पूछना चाहता हूं कि भैया हेमंत जी, जब गुरुजी आंदोलन कर रहे थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी आंदोलन कर रही थी झारखंड राज्य की रचना का, तब झारखंड के युवाओं पर गोलियां चलाई जाती थी, डंडे बरसाए जाते थे। वो कौन पार्टी करती थी? यही कांग्रेस पार्टी उस वक्त झारखंड की रचना का विरोध करती थी।
In some other news now, speaking in the Lok Sabha, the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that there is an urgent need to take additional fiscal measurement to attract investment, stimulate growth and also create job opportunities. She also talked about corporate tax reduction just like our neighborhood countries.
I felt that there's an urgent need to take additional fiscal measures so as to attract investment, stimulate growth and also to create job opportunities. It was also noticed that many countries, particularly in our neighborhood and also in the Southeast Asian regions, had reduced their corporate tax and as a result of which they were able to attract a lot of investment and create job opportunities.
Moving on now to international news. In Hong Kong, police fired tear gas to disperse thousands of anti-government protesters, ending a rare lull in violence. The protests in the busy shopping street district of Sim Sha Sui followed a march by hundreds of people to the US consulate to show gratitude for the US support for the demonstrations that have agitated the Chinese-ruled city for 6 months. Reacting to which, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet's call for an investigation into alleged excessive use of force by the police. China, however, dismissed her call as inappropriate interference in the country's affairs. Meanwhile, nearly 6-month-long protest is pushing residents to seek new lives abroad, with many turning to nearby democratic Taiwan to escape the uncertainty at home. Taiwan has long attracted Hong Kongers seeking an alternative to the city's frenetic pace and sky-high rents. The 12-day-long United Nations Climate Change Conference of Parties, or COP25, is scheduled to commence in Madrid, Spain from today. Spain offered to host the summit after riots where inequality prompted Chile to withdraw. However, the conference will be presided by Chile's Environment Minister Carolina Schmidt-Zaldivar. More than 50 high-ranking authorities, including heads of states and over 25,000 delegates, will gather to attend their annual United Nations International Conference on a global challenge with a constructive and positive outlook. The delegates will work towards protecting the long-term climate issues around the world. They will also hold various parallel sessions to tackle the climate change issues. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said that the world's efforts to stop climate change have been utterly inadequate so far, and there is a danger global warming could pass to the point of no return. Speaking ahead of a 2-week international climate conference in Madrid, the UN chief said that the impact of rising temperature, including more extreme weather, is already being felt around the world, with dramatic consequences for humans and other species. He noted that the world has the scientific knowledge and the technical means to limit global warming, but what is lacking is the political will. He also added that growing demands from citizens, particularly young people, have shown there is widespread desire for climate action. The delegates from almost 200 countries will hold discussion on various related issues at the meeting from 2nd to 13th December meeting.
The World Meteorological Organization is releasing its State of the Climate report at this conference, and its findings are clear. The last 5 years have been the hottest ever recorded. Sea levels are the highest in human history. Ice caps are melting at unprecedented speed, and the oceans are becoming more acidic with all its consequences. We simply have to stop digging and drilling and take advantage of the vast possibilities offered by renewable energy and nature-based solutions. We must stop our war against nature, and science tells us that we can do it.
And news now from back home. To mark the Shahidi Gurpurab of the 9th Sikh Guru, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, a 2-day Shahidi Samagam was organized at Gurudwara Rakhatganj in the national capital. The Gurudwara was thronged by devotees in large numbers who remembered the sacrifices made by the Guru to uphold the values embedded in Sikhism. now to sports news. Veteran Leander Paes bettered his own Davis Cup record by winning his 44th doubles match, this time partnering debutant Jeevan as India blanked Pakistan 4-0 to earn a spot in the 2020 qualifiers. Backing up the young players, Leander said, "This is an important victory for us. To win with good score shows what a great job the whole team has done."
Well, it was an important victory for us. There was a lot of noise before the tie, but what was the important part was that India played on a neutral territory in Kazakhstan, and we beat Pakistan 4-0 and came home. That's the important part. It is a special tie for us. I've really got to commend our captain, Rohit Rajpal. He did a fantastic job getting the team together. He did a great job to actually handle the players on the bench. It's one thing to have a win, but to have a win with the scoreline of 6-love, 6-love, 6-2, 6-love, 6-1, 6-3 shows what a great job the whole team did. So whether it was Ram Kumar, Sumit Nagal, whether it was Jeevan, Rohit, whether it was the rest of the team, Zishan Ali, whether it was Sundar, the whole team came together and did a fantastic job. So for me to come back to India with a win against Pakistan, 4-0, and in the way the scores were, is a job well done.
Moving on now, West Midnapur district in West Bengal is seeing a transformation in the field of holistic nutrition for children, expecting mothers and lactating mothers, thanks to Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition known as the Poshan Abhiyan or National Nutrition Mission that has been implemented there. Let's take a look at the impact this mission is having in the West Midnapur district in West Bengal.
Poshan Abhiyan or National Nutrition Mission is Modi government's flagship program to improve nutritional outcomes for children, pregnant women and lactating mothers. The scheme has brought smiles on faces of these mothers in West Midnapur district of West Bengal. They say there is improvement in the energy levels of their children.
I have been bringing my child here regularly. The health of my child has improved greatly. I am really happy to come here. I have been coming to this Anganwadi Kendra since a few months. We get nutritious food here. It is really beneficial for us.
They give us khichdi, egg curry, bananas and other things. My child and I have benefited a lot from this initiative.
National Nutrition Mission was launched to provide holistic nutrition to children, pregnant women and lactating mothers. With children being the future of the country, it aims to ensure their holistic development through adequate nutrition. Bureau Report, DD News.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.